I'm the Urban Gardner working with Combat Farmer today. We're setting up a very simple garden in the city of Des Moines. We've got just some basic stuff here. We've got some weed blocker we're going to be laying down, a couple things to hold down the tarp while we're laying it out, some simple string, very simple sprinkler, shovel. We got our tape measures, knife, sticks. Got a few bags of compost manure mix here. We've got some of our seeds we've already got going, but we also have the survivor seed package. We're going to try to use as many of these seeds as we can so we could see what all grows well in this climate. We also have some heirloom white corn and wheat. We're going to try to plant some of this, see what kind of results we get out of that. And like I said, we already have our some of our seeds already going here out of the Survivor seed bank I started several weeks ago. So we're going to see what we can get accomplished today, get our garden started. Alright, what we're doing here, we're laying out this weed barrier. We aren't really tilling anything up, we're just going to till small spots up wherever we're planting plants. This area has got really good soil, but it's really shaded, so we picked this area because it's actually got the most sunlight. So we aren't going to really till a lot, we're just going to cover up all this grass and weeds and stuff and let it die off on its own. Alright, we got the main part of the garden laid out. This is about the size we're going to use. What we're doing now is we're digging a small trench along the edge and kind of tucking our weed blocker in there. We're about to start the rows. We're going to lay out some string to give us our basic row pattern. That's basically the north side, so we're going to use that as the back of our garden. We're going to plant everything the tallest in the back, work our way forward. Probably do a couple rows of sweet corn, some tomatoes, and just gradually get to the smaller plants over here in the front. And we're going to get to it, start planting some rows. Basically this whole garden is going to be set up, kind of set it and forget it. We're going to plant everything at a very minimalist type attitude. We aren't going to get real frustrated. We're trying new things. So, you know, if something doesn't work out, we aren't going to get really frustrated about it. We're just going to learn from it and maybe do something different next year. Basically right now we've cut out a little trench around all the tarp, put some soil around the edges of the tarp so that'll eventually just get held down by the soil. And we're going through right now, we've planted some corn on this back row, and we're going to do another row of sweet corn along this string. We're just cutting a little hole. I'm digging out about a spade's worth of material, putting in a little bit of our cow manure and compost in there, putting our seeds in, going on to the next one. Alright, so far we've got our corn planted. Got a couple rows of corn back there. We got our tomatoes planted. We didn't have enough that made it through our seed starting, so we kind of went every other. We started planting some new seeds and planted some that we already had going. We're going to do about the same. These are bush beans. We've got a couple planted here already. Got some seeds planted. We're going to continue that on down. This trellis here I just built out of reclaimed wood from the landowner's remodeling project. So I just used some string, wound it back and forth, and we're going to use this for our peas and maybe some of our cucumbers also. We got our finished planting our beans. We've got our peas all planted in here, kind of alternated between live plants that we've already started from seed and seeds. Planting them about every 6 inches right underneath this trellis. Planted in our peppers, our whole row of peppers here, about every 30 to 36 inches. We got a trench going right in between our tarp here. We planted half onions, half spinach, And then down there in the corner we have our cucumbers that we started from seeds. And right along this front row we have carrots and radishes. Alright, we have a lot of these pieces of 1x just sticks that we're using to hold down our tarp. It's kind of windy today, so we're going to water everything down and get this weed blocker to stick down to the ground a little bit better. So that's what we're using those for, and somewhat as a divider between some of our plants. Alright, this is our completed garden. Got about everything done. We left a little bit of space for some stuff we're going to add in later. Pretty much this is all a irrigation system. We're going to leave it really simple. Just turn it on maybe once a week if it hasn't rained. And I'm the Urban Gardener. It's good working with the Combat Farmer, and we'll keep you posted on any updates.